Most people never stop to think about how they're using their energy. They know how to track their money, they check their bank accounts, count their calories, and watch the clock, but they never track their energy, and that's why they stay stuck. See, energy is the invisible force behind every result in your life. If you're pouring it into distractions, it's no wonder your goals keep getting farther away. If you're spending it on arguments, gossip, regret, and doubt, then you're bankrupting your future without even knowing it. The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to what drains you and what feeds you. That conversation that leaves you frustrated for hours, was it worth your energy? That time spent scrolling through social media, comparing your life to others, was that a good investment? You've got to start guarding your energy the way a successful business guards its capital. If something doesn't return value, you stop spending on it. You've got to become ruthless about what earns your energy. Some people think discipline is about time, but it's really about energy. You can have the whole day free and still get nothing done if your energy is low. And you can accomplish more in 2 focused hours than in 10 scattered ones. That's the secret the successful understand. They don't just manage time, they manage energy. That means taking care of their health, their sleep, their mental focus, and their emotional boundaries. Energy is influenced by focus. What you focus on expands. So if you're always focusing on what's wrong, you'll feel weaker. If you focus on what's possible, you'll feel stronger. Your thoughts either fuel you or drain you. That's why it's so important to start the day with intention. Don't let the world decide where your energy goes. Decide it yourself. Choose your priorities, protect your mindset, and direct your energy to what matters most. There's another thing. Stop apologizing for protecting your energy. Some people won't like it when you stop picking up the phone every time they call. They won't like it when you set boundaries. But here's the truth. You're not responsible for other people's reactions. You're responsible for your own well-being. And if someone can't respect your energy, they don't deserve your presence. You don't owe everyone access to you. That's a hard truth, but a necessary one. Energy is also about alignment. When your actions align with your values and goals, you feel energized. When you're living a double life, pretending to be something you're not, working a job you hate, saying yes when you mean no, your energy leaks out like a bucket with holes. Every lie you tell, every fake smile, every compromise that betrays your spirit, it all drains you. So if you want to protect your energy, start living honestly. Speak truth, live truth, be real. It's lighter that way. What you tolerate becomes your standard. If you tolerate people wasting your time, if you tolerate drama, chaos, confusion, then you've already decided where your energy will go. But if you raise your standard, if you say no more nonsense, no more distractions, no more energy leaks, you'll start to feel the power return. Your energy will become focused. Your results will multiply and your peace will grow. The most powerful people aren't always the loudest. They're often the quietest. Why? Because they're not wasting energy on proving anything. They're focused. They're intentional. They're conserving energy for what truly matters. They don't show up to every argument. They don't explain themselves to people who are committed to misunderstanding them. They protect their peace, and in doing so, they protect their power. You see, energy is not infinite. It runs out. And when you've wasted it on the wrong things, you don't get it back. So you've got to be wise. Guard your energy. From the moment you wake up, ask yourself, is this worth it before you engage? Ask, will this move me closer to the life I want? And if the answer is no, walk away. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. It's strength in disguise. It's the kind of strength that builds empires quietly without noise or applause. And that's the kind of strength worth cultivating. One of the most overlooked sources of energy in your life is the people you surround yourself with. The people around you either charge you or drain you. It's that simple. You could have the best goals, the clearest vision, and the strongest will, but if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it will wear you down. You don't rise above your environment, you reflect it. So if you're serious about mastering your energy, you've got to take a hard look at who's in your circle. It's not about being better than anyone, it's about being better for yourself. If someone constantly complains, talks about what's wrong, laughs at your dreams, or doubts every move you make, that's not a minor thing, that's a leak in your energy tank. And over time it adds up. Energy is contagious. You spend enough time around people who see life as a burden, and you'll start to feel heavy too. That's not coincidence, that's influence. If you want better energy, you need better influences. People who energize you have a few things in common. They speak life. They believe in growth. They talk about ideas, not people. They challenge you to level up, not stay the same. They hold you accountable without tearing you down. And here's the most important part. They don't compete with you. They cheer for you. Those are the kinds of people who make you feel like more is possible. After talking to them, you feel lighter, stronger, and clearer. You don't need 100 of them. 2 or 3 will change your life. You also have to understand that letting go doesn't mean hate, it means self-respect. It means you're no longer willing to let your energy be used as fuel for someone else's chaos. You can love people and still choose not to let them dominate your space. You can wish someone well and still walk away. That's not cruelty, that's clarity, and clarity is power. Now, if you're thinking, but what if I'm the one draining others? That's a powerful question. Self-awareness is the starting point of real growth. You can't expect energy from others if you're not giving it. So look at how you show up. Are you uplifting or are you constantly negative? Do you support others or do you compete with them? Energy is a two-way street. If you want to be surrounded by people who light you up, you've got to become one of those people too. One of the best things you can do is audit your environment every few months. Look at your closest 5 people and ask yourself, are they helping me grow? Do they add peace or tension to my life? Do I leave their presence feeling stronger or smaller? If the answer is the latter, it might be time to make some shifts. Growth sometimes looks like distance, and that's okay. You don't have to announce your decisions. You just have to start living differently. Spend more time with people who are doing what you want to do. If you don't know anyone like that, find them. Read their books, watch their videos, join their communities. Follow their examples. Energy doesn't always come from people you know. Sometimes it comes from people who inspire you from afar. At the end of the day, your energy is your responsibility, and if you want to protect it, you have to protect your space. That means being selective, intentional, and sometimes even uncomfortable. But it's worth it, because when you surround yourself with energy givers, not takers, everything changes. You think clearer, act bolder, and live better. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. Together, your routines are the foundation of your energy. The way you start your day, the way you move through it, and the way you end it all play a role in how much energy you carry. Most people treat energy like a mystery, wondering why they feel tired, scattered, or unfocused. But if you look closer, it's not mysterious at all. It's in the routine. What you do every day shapes how you feel. Small habits either fill your tank or empty it, and your routine tells the story of your energy before you even speak a word. A powerful morning routine is like a personal power switch. When you wake up and immediately dive into stress, notifications, or other people's problems, you're giving your energy away before you've even claimed it. But when you wake up with intention, when you move your body, drink water, read something that sharpens your mind, and take a few minutes to plan, you take control. You tell your day how it's going to go, not the other way around. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even 30 minutes of focus in the morning can set the tone for the entire day. Movement matters. Your body is built to move, and movement is energy in motion. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. A brisk walk, a stretch session, or a quick workout at home can make all the difference. When you move, you unlock clarity, confidence, and focus. Sitting all day without movement is like parking a car and wondering why it's not going anywhere. Get moving and you'll feel the shift immediately, not just in your body, but in your mind. Another major energy drainer is decision fatigue. When your routine is unpredictable, your brain spends too much energy just figuring out what's next. That's why high performers often wear the same clothes, eat the same meals, and follow the same basic schedules. It's not boring, it's wise. When your daily habits are set, you free up mental energy for more important decisions. Your mind becomes clearer and your energy more focused. Evening routines are just as powerful. How you close your day determines how well you recharge. If you end your night staring at a screen, worrying about tomorrow, or scrolling mindlessly, you're robbing yourself of the rest you need. A strong evening routine signals your body that it's time to power down. Read a few pages of a good book, reflect on your day, plan for tomorrow, and create space for silence. That kind of routine doesn't just help you sleep, it helps you reset. Nutrition and hydration also play a silent but major role. What you put in your body becomes your fuel. Processed food, sugar overload, and dehydration are like putting dirty fuel in a high-performance engine. You can't expect top energy with low-quality input, so drink more water. Eat foods that are alive and energizing. Treat your body like the vehicle that's carrying your dreams. Ultimately, your routine is your responsibility. You don't need motivation every day if you've built the right habits. Routines remove the guesswork, conserve your energy, and give your day structure. And when you structure your day with purpose, you start to feel powerful, focused, and alive. Not by accident, but by design. One of the most overlooked battles in mastering your energy is the one that happens inside your own head. Your inner dialogue, those quiet thoughts you entertain all day, are either building you up or slowly breaking you down. Most people aren't tired because of what's happening around them. They're tired because of what's happening inside them. The way you talk to yourself matters. Every thought is either a deposit or a withdrawal from your energy account. And if you keep making withdrawals with self-doubt, fear, and negativity, you'll find yourself empty even on a good day. It's easy to let negative thoughts run wild. Life is stressful. Mistakes happen. Doubts creep in. But you have to learn how to interrupt that cycle. Just like you wouldn't let someone speak to your best friend with disrespect, you shouldn't let your own mind speak to you that way either. You've got to catch yourself when you're spiraling into the wrong thoughts. When you hear yourself say, "I'm not good enough," stop and ask, "Says who?" When your mind says, "What if I fail?" respond with, "What if I grow?" The key is not to silence every negative thought. That's not realistic. The key is to stop giving them so much authority. You can have a thought and not believe it. You can feel fear and still move forward. Energy doesn't come from perfection, it comes from permission. The permission to fail, the permission to get back up, the permission to keep believing even when things don't look good yet. That kind of thinking creates strength, and strength fuels energy. Affirmations aren't magic words, but they are reminders. When you start your day telling yourself, "I'm capable, I'm focused, I've got what it takes," you set the tone. Your mind begins to look for proof that those things are true. You begin to carry yourself differently. It's not fake, it's focused. And when your thoughts are focused, your energy aligns with them. You move with confidence, you speak with clarity, you act with purpose. One of the most powerful tools for mastering your inner world is silence. Most people are so busy filling every moment with noise, they never stop to listen to what's going on inside. Take time every day to sit quietly. Just breathe, just notice. In that space, you'll hear the thoughts that need to go and the truth that needs to rise. Clarity grows in silence, and clarity gives you power over the noise. What you think consistently becomes what you feel, and what you feel shapes how you act. So if your mind is constantly focused on problems, you'll feel exhausted. But if you train it to look for possibilities, to speak with kindness, to hold gratitude, even in the middle of chaos, you'll become a source of energy, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. That's not positive thinking, it's powerful thinking. And powerful thinking builds an unstoppable life. Mastering your energy isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters with the power you already have. It's about choosing who and what deserves your time, building habits that fuel you, and controlling the voice inside your head so it works for you, not against you. When you learn to protect your energy, align it with your goals, and direct it with purpose, you stop surviving your days and start leading them. That's when life begins to shift, not by force, but by flow. And that's when real success becomes possible.